Great, thanks for joining us this webinar about navigating and using farm radio resources. In this section, I'll be giving some basic information about how to navigate farm radio resource packs online and how to search for information that's useful to you. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat box below. So, the Farm Radio Resource Pack website is scripts.farmradio.fm, but of course you can get there from www.farmradio.fm. We'll start by looking at what types of resources you can find on the site. Katie mentioned them a little bit. I'll go into a little bit more depth. So, scripts.farmradio.fm is where we publish the Farm Radio Resource Packs. We publish them several times a year, and they include interview and drama scripts and backgrounders. Backgrounders contain basic farming information on key themes and are designed to give broadcasters a good grounding in the topic. They can be useful for planning your program or for preparing for an interview. You can also find broadcaster how-to guides here. These are guides for improving specific broadcasting skills. For example, hosting a call-in program or interviewing an expert. We email resource packs to our broadcasting partners. We also package the same resources in theme packs, which we distribute monthly. If you're not a broadcasting partner, you can download and fill out a partnership agreement at farmradio.fm, email it to us at radio@farmradio.org, so you can start receiving the resource packs by email. If you're doing a program on a particular topic, you can come to this website to look for resources. Or if you're looking for inspiration on a new topic, you can find lots of interesting scripts here that might inspire you. So now we're going to talk a little bit about how the resources are organized on the website. The resource packs are organized by the date they were published. So the most recent scripts in Pack 108 are at the top of the page. You can read the title and decide if the resource interests you. To open a script, click on it. At the top of all interview and drama scripts, you will see the Notes to Broadcaster. This section gives background information on the topic of the script and suggestions on how you can use it. You can download a Word copy of the script by clicking this link, which is useful if you want to translate the script or adapt it for your listeners. The script starts after the notes with the speaker identified on the left and what they're saying on the right. At the bottom of the script, you can often find online resources for further research. Now let's look at a backgrounder. When you click on and open a backgrounder, you see that the design is a bit different from drama and interview scripts. This is because backgrounders and issue packs are summaries of available information on a particular agricultural topic. They're written in clear language and in a way that's designed to be useful to broadcasters. Backgrounders start with some introductory information. For example, why is this topic important? What are the key points? The central part of the backgrounder gives you more specific details about, for example, growing or processing a specific crop, using a particular kind of farming practice, that sort of thing. At the end of backgrounders, you can find more websites for research and some key definitions. When you look at the whole page at scripts.fm, you can see that at the top right of all scripts and backgrounders, there's a list of what other languages the script is available in, and also a list of the other items that were published in that resource pack. A single resource pack often contains 2 or more scripts on a single topic, so you might find something else which is relevant to you. We publish our scripts in English and French, and occasionally in Swahili, Amharic, and Hausa. Broadcaster how-to guides are also available in resource packs. These are training resources, and we won't talk about them much today, except to say that they give you guidance on specific broadcasting skills. If you're looking for a broadcaster how-to, the easiest way to find them is to switch type of resource to broadcaster how-to. If you then click on search, you will see a list of all the broadcaster how-to guides, and you can choose which one you're interested in. Now we're going to talk a little bit about how to search for relevant content. Our main objective today is to help you search for farm radio resources you might want to use for your farmer program. Let's start by looking at the search bar on the main page in a little more depth. As I mentioned, the resources are organized by the pack they were published in, but there might be a more useful way to search for them. At the top of the page, there's a search bar where you can search by pack number, or you can search by pack number, category, date, type, and finally language. We'll explore a few more of these in depth, particularly topic and type of resource. But let's start with the keyword search bar. When you use the search bar, just type in your keywords and then click search. It's best to only search for a couple of words at once. For example, if you're interested in information on growing cassava, you could simply search for cassava. Then look at the results and see what's most relevant. You can judge if the script is really about growing cassava or more about, for example, plant diseases or post-harvest practices. The results are listed by when they were published. The resource at the top of the list is the most recent, but of course that doesn't mean it's the most relevant for your program. You may want to open a few scripts to see what's most relevant or interesting. You can decide if they're relevant based on the title or by reading the notes to broadcaster and the introduction to see what the script is about. Back to the search bar. If you're looking for something quite specific, a great way to search is to search by both the keyword and the category. For example, if you're looking for a resource about post-harvest practices for cassava, you can search the category post-harvest activities and type cassava in the keyword search bar. Click search and see what resources best fit these two categories. Category searches are also a great way to explore new topics. If you clear the keyword search bar, you can select a category, perhaps farmer innovation or livestock and beekeeping or social issues, and you can see everything we've published on that topic. The type category is useful if you want to experiment with different formats. Most recently, we've published interviews, dramas, broadcaster how-tos, and backgrounders. But older scripts might be radio spots, narratives, or two-host presentations. So, for example, if you want help on asking interview questions, you might choose interview. Or perhaps you have two hosts and you want to see how they can interact to produce an interesting dialogue. Search two-host presentation and see what you find. Here's another possibility. Let's say you want to do a program on cassava and you want to make it particularly compelling. You could see if there's a drama script on cassava which you can act out with fellow broadcasters, or maybe with a community acting group. Change type to drama, enter the keyword cassava, and then hit search. You'll get a long list of resources to look through. It's the same for backgrounders. If you're doing an episode on cassava diseases and need more scientific information, change type to backgrounder and enter cassava in the search bar. Hit search and you will get several resources, some of which might be useful. Check the title to see if it's truly about the topic you are covering and doesn't just mention cassava in passing. For agricultural information, you should also check the fact sheet and issue pack types, as they also provide farming information just in a slightly different format. Finally, perhaps you want to air radio spots on an important topic. Radio spots are called jingles in some countries. You can search for radio spots by changing type to radio spots and clicking search. I hope this very quick overview of resource types is helpful. If you have any questions, please enter them in the chat box and we'll try to answer them. We publish all our resources in our resource packs in English and French, and some are available in Swahili, Amharic, and Hausa. To see what's available in those languages, you can change the language category. But before you change the language category, remember to change the type or category selections back to type or category and to clear the search bar. So if you want to find out what's available in Swahili, you would change the language to Swahili and then read through the titles to see if anything interests you. We're working on translating more resources into Swahili and Amharic, and possibly to other languages. We know you likely broadcast in local languages, and so we expect that you translate our resources into the language of your broadcast. Later we'll talk a little bit about how you can use and adapt our resources for your programs. So, to recap, at scripts.farmradio.fm you can find Farm Radio resource packs that contain resources to help produce a radio program, including drama scripts, interview scripts, backgrounders on farming topics, and broadcaster how-to training documents. These are all available in English and French, and some are translated into Amharic, Swahili, and Hausa. We distribute resource packs by email when they're first available, and some of the items in this packs are included in our monthly theme packs. But you can search our whole library here if you're looking for something specific. You can search by keyword here, by topic category here, by document type, or by language. If you're searching by keyword, just remember to keep your keyword searches simple and remember to click search. Up next, we'll discuss the resources available on Barzawire.